Maybe it's a little hard to see because it's quite small, but it does say Nike, the goddess of victory. And that's because the company Nike that we're all familiar with is actually named after the god of victory, Nike, from Greek mythology, which is pronounced Nike. So for those that comment, why do you say Nike when you don't say bikey? That's because bike is bike and Nike is Nike. They're different things. Names don't count as grammar rules. Doesn't bother me at all if you say Nike, but it is actually Nike. What's going on, guys? Josh from soccerreviewsforyou.com, bringing you my review plus on-feet video of the Nike Mercurial Superfly and Vapor from the new Victory Pack. This being the colorway pack introduced for the Women's World Cup, which was actually unveiled a while ago, but they're finally available now. And because they're now available, we're gonna take a closer look because in my opinion, this is Nike's best colorway pack of 2019 so far. I also wanted to make this video to clear up some confusion around the Victory Pack because it has launched for the Women's World Cup, so a lot of people wanna know if it is a women's colorway, if it's women's sizing, if it's women's fit, what's the difference between these and all the other regular colorways that we're used to getting from Nike. All of those questions and more, including some details on the Vapor and the Superfly in today's video. So if you're interested in learning more, please stick around. And if you're interested in either of these two boots for yourself, you can click the little pop-up in the corner of the screen. There will also be links down below in the description. That'll take you to the review page on my website where you'll find buy it now links with exclusive SR4U coupon codes where you'll be able to pick these up below their normal retail prices. If you guys do end up enjoying this video and perhaps would like to see more reviews of other boots releasing for the Women's World Cup, don't forget to support this one with a like. And if you're new here watching for the first time and don't want to miss out on future content from me, make sure you hit that subscribe button along with the little bell notification so you get notified when the next new video goes live. Before we get into the boots, we must go over some important details. The first being the box, and you can see they just come in the regular gray Nike box that you would get with any top-end model, but the box has the size tag, and because this is released for the Women's World Cup, people want to know if it's women's sizing. It is not. It is men's sizing, but it's also women's sizing because all of Nike's boots are now like that. As you can see, the size tag for these and pretty much all the Nike boots that have come out over the last couple of months show the men's size and the women's size. And that's because, just like a lot of other brands, Nike no longer does women's fit. Football boots as it is already fit quite tight, so there really isn't a need to make an even tighter fitting variant for women when most of them are going to go and buy the men's colorways anyways because they like them better, even though a lot of guys say that the women's colorways are always better. Either way, if you're a guy and you want to wear these, you can absolutely wear them. And for the record, most online retailers selling these show the sizing in men's sizing, and in order to get the women's equivalent conversion, you just add 1.5 sizes. But that's enough about the box and the sizing because they also include a string bag, as you'll get with any top-end model, and it's the same bag whether you get the Vapor or the Superfly. You can see it is gray in color with the metallic silver wing detailing that you'll find on the boots as well. Some dark gray thrown in there, the black Nike swoosh in the middle with an orange outline, and it does say Nike, the goddess of victory, which is pretty cool. Back of the bag is more of that kind of slate blue color. Same thing goes for the strings. It is a very cool string bag. Nike string bag game as of late has been very solid, which is why this gets a string bag rating of 10.74 out of 11.1.1. As for the boots themselves, the colorway looks incredible. Like I mentioned at the start of the video, I really feel like this is the best general release colorway from Nike of 2019. They look great in pictures. They look even better in person. So hopefully that comes through in the video. You can see the Flyknit base is a combination of a really light gray and kind of like a slate blue color. And then it does end up being more solid blue towards the top of the foot where the basically laces are positioned, as well as around the edges of the collar area. Obviously with the Superfly, you get the solid blue collar as well. But there's the added detail of the printed kind of hand-sketched wings in metallic silver, basically running from the midfoot all the way into the heel and even through the split sole on the bottom. You have it on both the lateral and medial side. And the reason for the wings is because Nike, the goddess of victory from Greek mythology, is commonly pictured with wings. So it only makes sense to add wings on the boots themselves. Those wings are accented by a black Nike swoosh through the middle rather than at the toe, which I think looks a lot better. An orange outline to that. You have that on both sides along with all of the orange Flyknit and ACC branding. You also have the Nike Goddess of Victory logo right there on the top where it would normally say Vapor 360, which is pretty cool. Mercurial on the back, and then you'll notice that the stud plates, it's not a wearable finish. It's like a semi-translucent plastic, but it has this kind of oil slick kind of color changing effect to it, which looks really good. It's got this blue in it, some purple, Very, very cool. Big fan of that. And then it does have some orange stud tips as well. And then the Superfly is exactly the same thing, but with the addition of a collar. So you have a little bit of extra blue there. Personally, I think the Vapor looks a little bit cleaner as far as the design is concerned, but they're definitely both very good looking boots. And it's kind of hard to tell. I just noticed it now. The black actually has a little bit of an orange sparkle in it. So just to be clear, there is no difference between the Victory Pack boots, either the Mercurials, the Venoms, the Visions, or the Tiempos, and any of the other colorway releases from Nike. Which also means that these are the same as all the other Vapors and Superflies that Nike has put out over the last year or so, which is actually a good thing, because you could argue that these are the two best speed boots on the market right now. And I say the two best in that they are variations of the same thing. The Superfly gives you the collar, the Vapor is obviously low cut. I personally prefer the look and feel of the Vapor, but there really isn't a big difference between the two at all. If you like the whole collar thing, definitely go for the Superfly. If you don't, go for the Vapor. Now, I've talked about both of these boots on the channel more times than I can count at this point, so if you're looking for more detailed information on the fit, feel, overall performance, or you just want to see the shoes in action, I have a comparison playtest video that I did between these two boots. You'll see it on screen right now. There'll be a little pop-up. Go ahead and watch it if you haven't already, if you're looking to learn a little bit more about these. So as you can see, I've swapped out the stock kind of slate blue laces, which do look good and match the rest of the upper, for an accent color, and that is Orange Punch Reflective SR4U replacement laces, which really makes the orange outline for the Nike swoosh and the orange stud tips pop that much more, and it makes your boots look different in comparison to everyone else. If you're looking to change up the style of your boots in a very inexpensive way, the website to go to is www.sr4ulaces.com. There'll be a little pop-up on screen as well as a link down below in the description. So if you're interested in a pair, go ahead and check that out. When it comes to tight-fitting boots, the Mercurials are more or less the best in the business. I know some people have their opinions on this latest generation and that they have upped the volume and have made them wider in comparison to some of the models in the past, but as a whole, the boots still fit really, really well, especially if you like that one-to-one tight, responsive feel where the boots almost feel like they're a part of your foot once you tie the laces tight. As far as the difference in feel between the Vapor and the Superfly, there really isn't any kind of a difference because of the new construction in the heel. Even that doesn't change whether you go mid or low, and the collar adds no performance benefit. It's really just a cosmetic thing, and if you do play on artificial grass, it can help to keep the little rubber pellets from getting inside of the boots, which is actually nice, so something worth considering. As far as width is concerned, it's a tight-fitting boot, so if you don't like tight boots, definitely stay away, but they're definitely not narrow like some past Mercurials have been. So as long as you don't have excessively wide feet and you like the fit of tight boots, you're probably gonna have no issues with the width of either the Vapor or the Superfly. And as far as sizing is concerned, I'm wearing these in my usual size 9.5 US, and the fit and length is perfect. So if you are looking to order a pair for yourself, I'd recommend going true to size in order to achieve the best possible fit. Anyways, guys, that's it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to support it with a like. Again, if you're interested in either of these two boots for yourself, you can click the first link down below. That'll take you to the review page on my website, where you'll find buy it now links with exclusive SR4U coupon codes, where you'll be able to pick these up below their normal retail prices. If you have any questions, as always, leave them down below in the comments, and I'll do my best to get an answer out to you as soon as I possibly can. Subscribe if you haven't already for daily videos on all the latest and greatest soccer gear. You can find all my social media information linked down below in the description as well. And other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.